John Madden with our Thanksgiving celebration series between the Minnesota Vikings and the Seattle Seahawks.
Welcome to the field, your 2024 Seattle Seahawks.
Will Reichert has it all teed up. And away we go from Lumen Field. On the return, here comes George Halani. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. And bringing them out, one of the league's best stories from last season, wasn't he? Former number 3 overall pick, coming off that career-defining year, Sam Darnold.
He was a comeback story that nobody, and I mean nobody, saw coming. But he paired with head coach Kevin O'Connell, threw a whole bunch of touchdowns in Minnesota. Remember, Kate, he was an MVP frontrunner early last season. Exactly why the Seahawks targeted him, wanted him, and now have him in the fold.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
When you script that first 15, Kate, and that first play is a run play, you can't do it better than that.
All set to go now from the 35. Throwing on first. Here's Darnold. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
2nd and 3 now. Play fake, Darnold. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man. First time this game they've looked to him. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Darnold with it on 3rd and short. That's caught. Here's Arroyo. And they make the tackle at the 38. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Walker on first down. He's still going at the 30. And he has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. He has him on a quick hitter. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
You've heard that very common term in draft vernacular called catching radius. Let me tell you, as a quarterback, you love tight ends on drag routes because that catching radius for such a big target, then you see him, you eye him, and there's a comfort level between QB and tight end to make that connection.
Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
From the gun, Darnold. Throw left side, caught by Smith and Jigba. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
10 yards to go.
Offense getting set. Here's first and 10. And again, it's Darnold. Just as made him close. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
You put up the combine times of tight ends running a 40-yard dash, and they certainly don't run as fast as the safeties or the corners in this league. But when you get them going in the right direction and you get them dragging across the field like that, well, they could still do their damage.
2nd and 3 now. They send one of the tight ends in motion right. They'll run. First give to Zach Charbonnet. And he's in for the touchdown. The Seahawks finish up an excellent opening series. Zach Charbonnet with the touchdown. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or could they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
Myers gets the point after to go. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Vikings, nothing.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Miles Price. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. So we'll see the Vikings offense now for the first time. And leading them in his pseudo-rookie season after that injury cost him last year, the 10th overall pick in our 2024 draft, J.J. McCarthy.
All J.J. has ever done in his career, no matter where he's been, is win. And there is something to that. I know at times it's hard to measure how much of it was him, how much of it the people around him. Most importantly, just ask his teammates over the years. They love playing with him. That is a characteristic that's important, and I don't think talked about enough, Kate. Do your guys in the huddle want to play for him? Do they believe in you? Everywhere J.J. has been, he's lit up that huddle, and success has followed.
Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. That one's caught by Jefferson. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Vikings, first down. A gain of 12.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
First carry here for Aaron Jones. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down.
Good defensive tackles in this league, Kate. They can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles, so they stuff the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it gets started.
Offense to the line, 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Now to be caught by Adam Thielen. And a great play comes to an end. He's out of bounds just inside the red zone. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
From the red zone now. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
Offense to the line for second down. Looking to throw, McCarthy. Out to his wideout, it's a screen. And he'll go down here at the 16.
How's your block shedding out there, boys? Because they need to get through some blocks to hang that screen up quickly. And they were Johnny on the spot.
And it's third down.
Play number 8 of this drive, and it's 8 that they need here on third down. They'll air it out on third. Looking Hawkinson, he's got it. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings finish off their opening drive. It's a T.J. Hawkinson touchdown. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Now it's Will Reichert on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Vikings respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's Halani on the return. This makes it up to the 25. So Seattle retakes the field for their second series. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. First call here coming from the shotgun. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. Second down.
You know, okay, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Tight end going in motion here. Now Donald off the play action. Vikings get there. They're going to win this round. And that tap may change the next play call as it sends them backwards ahead of third down.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you're just kind of waiting. Right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
6 yards to go here. It's third down. To the air on 3rd and long. That's Cup on the slant. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. 1st and 10. Darnold to the left. He's got to roll up. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They'll go play action. Right side, Shaheed's got it. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Walker running to the right. Finds a nice lane there, and that's good for 6 yards.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Darnold. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Dialing up a pass here on 3rd down. Here's a screen now for Walker. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Toss play, this is Walker. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. And you feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
On 2nd down, a run with Charbonnet. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. 7 yards on that pickup. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Throwing on first. Here's Darnold. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. Along the right sideline, there's space. At the 20. And the Vikings will be set up great after a terrific return down inside the 15.
I don't know about you, but I'm a little surprised that one didn't make it all the way back for 6. Took some amazing effort from the guys making the tackle to save a touchdown, but still an outstanding return from a defense that sensed they needed the big play, and they found it.
Now for the second time this game, we get a look at this Vikings offense. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle to Jones. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Four yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Vikings pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. J.J. McCarthy, the touchdown. Just a great effort there from him, Brock, to take it upon himself, embrace the initiative, and turn that drive into 6.
You know, Kate, there was a day when you were watching Steve Young, Randall Cunningham, and that felt like a bonus touchdown. But that's not today. It feels like every quarterback's got to be able to score, be a dual threat on the ground. It's part of an offense every single team relies upon.
One after try, good by Reichert. And the Vikings take the lead here, 14-7 in the first.
Seahawks 7.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Here's Helani on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Throwing the out route complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. And that is the end of our first quarter. It's a 14-7 game. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. About set for the second quarter. Seahawks football here. They have it, 2nd and 4. Here's Darnold to throw. Finding Shaheed, back-to-back plays. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
Seahawks, first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
Now an inside give to Walker. He gets him inside the 40. That's a gain of about 9 yards on the play.
That's what I call a rhythm starter right there. Man, offenses love execution plays like that on 1st down, Kate, because now that playbook is wide open. All options on the table for 2nd down.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
That's the beauty of mixing up your play calling. Like a great boxer, you never throw the same punch. Throw some unique looks. And that jet sweep, highly effective at moving the chains.
1st and 10 from the 32. Play fake, Darnold. Looking to his fullback now. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
I remember talking to Jim Harbaugh one time, and Bo Schembechler asked him, and he was a head coach, you have a tight end with his hand on the ground? Yes, coach. You have a fullback still on your roster? Yes, coach. Then you're going to be just fine.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They give up the gut to Walker. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
That's another Seahawks first down.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
From the red zone on 1st. Quickly to Walker on the check down. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
2nd and 3 now. On the carry. It's Walker. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Myers to add the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Seahawks tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Ty Felton here to return it. Escapes a defender. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense trotting out. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone. But the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road for what looked like a very plain play.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Completed over the middle. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. They gain 11 on that play. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st down.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
1st and 10. Here's McCarthy. The catch is made near the edge. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, or right at the 31. They'll get 16 yards on that play. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st down.
First down. A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Vikings.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
1st and 10. Here's Jones. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Mafe bringing that play to a halt.
You know, Kay, one of the reasons it's so hard to run the ball in the NFL is to move grown men off their spot against their will. You get a run play like that, you've done your job. You've moved them against their will, and you've set yourself up for some later success.
Slot man motioned over. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. He has it at the 5! And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that. Jones
hits the end zone for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings take a second quarter lead. It's an Aaron Jones touchdown. Reichert on for the point after.
For the extra point.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Vikings break that tie and now lead by 7.
Seahawks 14.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Seahawks are headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. And he has run roughshod over them in this opening half. Pretty sure this is the exact kind of start that he was hoping to have here. Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this 1st and 10. Drive begins with a Walker run. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second down now, 7 to go. They kick the running back in motion. From the gun, Darnold. Finds him over the middle. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. They've got a man in motion. Darnold with it on 3rd and short. He's got his man. This is Walker. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. That's a pickup of 9. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
1st and 10 at the 40.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Running back sent in motion. Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. Finds a seam down the middle. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that gives the Seahawks the 1st.
Why in the heck do you need 2 or 3 plays when you can get it done in one effective call right there? Go from 1st down to 1st down, exactly the tempo offenses love.
To the ground with Walker. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Play brought to an end by Jonathan Grenard.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Throwing here, Darnold. We've got a screen to the running back. And this drives him back at a field goal range, Brock, as he stopped for loss of yardage.
Well, the timing on that screen pass, it was all a mess from the very beginning. By the time he finally got the pass to the running back, well, there was no place to go.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Third and long. They're going to throw. That's caught. Here's Arroyo. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. That play good for 17 on a first down.
17 yards. That's another Seahawks first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Design quarterback run here. And this is going to get them all the way to the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
When they draw up these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that could tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought into that defensive mind that the QB can run at any time.
Ronald hit, and he fumbles it. And they scoop it up, time to push for the line. And this one, not surprisingly, brought the loss of yards as they had to scramble to even get that football back. Well, it has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More from Lumen Fields coming right up. Darnold now to throw. Into the hands of his running back, Walker. And they're backed up a bunch ahead of this third down, Brock, as this is out at least a few yards behind the line.
This is one of those plays, Kate. I could just hear defensive buzzwords. Pursue, effort, run him down. Just a total effort defensively to knock that running back right out of bounds and put a negative yardage mark on the stat sheet.
3rd and long. Here's Darnold. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
Jason Myers out there now to try and field goal for the Seahawks on 4th down. From the right hash, a 49-yard look.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lot. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Felton now to return this. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Vikings and Aaron Jones headed back out there on offense. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start with a give to Jones. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. He made it 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
33-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Seahawks swarming him, and down he goes. Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're 1st and 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Now we'll see Ryan Wright come on for the Vikings to punt this away on 4th. has it at the 33. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Seahawks and Sam Darnold heading out for their next shot on offense. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be hit, sent out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
8 yards to go, and let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Here's Darnold. Goes reeled in by Royal. And he'll be brought down after getting to the 47-yard line. Now Seattle going to call it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. They kick the running back in motion. Throwing on 1st. Here's Darnold. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line.
It's sure nice to have that safety valve. Sure nice to have a running back that's not just able to tote it, Kate, but he's able to catch it. That's now multiple times they've looked his way, and multiple times he's delivered.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. And again, it's Darnold. Looking downfield, snagged by Arroyo. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. All right, timeout taken by the offense. 5 seconds left, and they can take some points into the locker room on this final play of the half. Only time left for 1 more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. Ball on the right hash for this 36-yard look. Myers' kick is good. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
I don't think there's any question. This is going to be a close game when it's all said and done because it's awfully tight here at the half. And that field goal, that gives them a little more confidence running into the locker room.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get 1 final snap here in the half. One last play before the break. Back to throw it. Escapes the pocket. And this one doesn't go far. So less than a field goal separating these teams after our first 2 quarters. As we throw to Scott Hansen with our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome into the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you on an abridged halftime report. Good competitive first half. This game kind of has a punch-counter-punch feel to it, as reflected on the scoreboard. Tight game going into the second half. Can either team pull away? To find out, let's go back to the stadium and our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, Scott, thanks so much. We are back, and this one's shaping up to be an exciting one. Very close game, Brock, as we start our third quarter.
Jason Myers.
The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. On the return, here's Price. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. Here's the Minnesota offense headed out to start this third quarter. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. New set of downs for them from the 31. On play action now, McCarthy. Ooh, got him quick there, and they bring him to the toes. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Kate, you know I love to say that the NFL game is a game of adjustments. You come out of halftime, and you know you've got to impact the quarterback. You got to get home, and it's exactly what they do on this opening drive.
Following the sack, needs some positive yards here. It is second down and 18. From the shotgun, McCarthy connects with his back. Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third down.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down. Third and long for him here. Completed right side to Addison. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. So third and 16, no problem for them as they get the first.
And the Vikings, first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Putting a receiver in motion. Out of the gun, a give to Jones. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. That's caught in stride by Addison. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
That's a gain of 9. Makes it third and 5.
So now here's third and 5. McCarthy to throw it. Throwing for the back of the end zone. And he's going to score a touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Reichert on for the point after.
For the extra point.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Vikings grow their lead to 8.
28. Seahawks 20.
set to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Seahawks are headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. And they settled for a field goal on their last series, so points are a positive, but they'll look to upgrade to a touchdown here. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Running is Walker. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
It's plays like that, Kate, that I'm happy I'm the color analyst and you and your spotter are doing play-by-play. Because that was a massive humanity, a whole bunch of bodies to sort through for 1 yard.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. They'll go with Walker on the counter. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down.
So many of the D tackles in the league today, Kate, at some point in their background were edge rushers before they maybe outgrew that position. But they've got an explosiveness, a get-off, and it leads to stops like that.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Here's a screen out for Walker. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
I got to be honest, it hurts a little extra when it comes on 3rd down, but it really doesn't matter what down it is. If a completed pass is stopped at the line of scrimmage, offensively, that's a failure. Defensively, that's a success.
4th down punt from the Seahawks, and that means we're going to see Michael Dixon head on to send it skyward. And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. The Vikings and their QB J.J. McCarthy returning to the field on offense. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Play action, McCarthy. Finds him over the middle. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. A give left side to Jones. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
It's a gain of 8. And the Vikings, 1st down. An 8-yard pickup.
That's a play that won't pop on the stat sheet, but the players and coaches won't forget about it. I promise you that. Coaches will file that one away the next time. They really need to pick up a few yards.
Man in motion out of the slot. 1st down, and they go right back to it. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Give him 13 on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a 1st down, that's a bonus.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Staying on the ground here with Jones. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Off play action, it's McCarthy. He keeps it and takes off. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He just gets down inside the 35-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Vikings, 1st down. A gain of 11.
I can tell you what, that was the goal from the moment he took off. Kept his eyes locked on the chains and made sure he set them up with a new set of downs. Well done.
Straight ahead they go with Jones. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Vikings are going to have a first down.
First down. First and 10.
Yeah, you want to get above 5 yards to carry? You put together runs like that. And I'll tell you what else a run like that does, Kate. That sets up the play action, right? When you really just gouge and gash a defense like that, the next time you run that action, they're going to be thinking running the ball to go right over their head.
And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with first and goal.
As quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy can turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
Working inside the red zone. Throws caught.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Here's second and goal from the 6. McCarthy throwing here. Chased out to his right. And they take this in for the score. The Vikings lead by 14. J.J. McCarthy the touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. Well, his 2nd rushing score of this game could not have come at a better time, Brock, as it adds some valuable points to that lead.
You know, there's something I can't really define, Kate, but it's just a feel. Right, passing touchdowns are great, but what rushing touchdowns do, especially to your defense, is they just fuel them. It empowers them to go out and play, and now they'll get to do so with a bigger lead.
Reichard there to tack on the extra points. And the Vikings lead by 15 now. Reichard set to kick this away. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Seahawks stop headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Seahawks just about set. Here's first and 10. Now Darnold off the play action. Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
It's always nice to see teams still employ a fullback. I love rewarding the big guy with some touches during a game. They earn those looks. That was a well-run route, and he showed some soft hands to bring it in.
2nd and 3 now. The give now to Walker, and he'll get them enough for a first down.
You know what I like about a second and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down. You know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Running with Walker again. He's stuck with him, but this one heads the wrong way. He winds up losing yards.
That's a pretty good look right there at the struggle offensive linemen had. Athletically, they're just not as fast as these linebackers, and if they don't win early, those linebackers outrun them and make a play like that behind the line.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. From the gun, Darnold. Into the hands of his running back, Walker. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
Put some heat on this. He's got it inside the 25. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Pass is cut at the 9. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks shrinking the lead some in the third. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere in football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Myers to add the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Seahawks get it back to within 1 score.
Seahawks, 27.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. On the return, here's Price. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Vikings and their QB J.J. McCarthy returning to the field on offense. Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old-school dominance on the way to a touchdown, Brock. Let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around. Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. Counterplay, Jones. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Well, once we saw them on a collision course with one another, we know how inertia works. The bigger man, he wins.
Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's 2nd and 14. Motion man right is Jefferson. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. And that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Vikings ball, working to carry this lead through to the end. Not an enviable spot as they come up 3rd and long. McCarthy looking to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions, from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
And he hauls it in right near the 40-yard line. Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, I expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much, those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
Heading to the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. Play fake, Darnold. Out wide here to come. And he's tackled for no gain.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Running back sent in motion. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Finds Cup once more. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's the design run. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
And that's a pretty modest pickup for a QB keeper. On a traditional handoff, you'll take that yardage, but those QB keepers, so many times, they're really designed, Kate, for chunk plays in mind, double digits, and they nearly got it there.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That's Cup on the slant. And he's out of bounds, just short of the 30. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
And those are the completions they rely on in their passing game.
The 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Drawing up the design keeper. And he gets a small chunk there before he's touched down.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it, in addition to slinging it all over the field.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. Motioning him from the slot right. Here he is on 2nd and inches. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 8. That's another Seahawks 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. It's Walker on the give. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks down by only 2 in the 4th. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Well, Brock, he found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
Darnold and the Seahawks getting set to try for 2.
The Seahawks will line up.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And they drop just the right throw, and it ties this game for them. Well, we all knew extra point was doing nobody any good there. Got to go for 2 in the tie. They do. They get it. And just like that, we're all squared up here in the second half.
Squared up, brand new ball game, even Steven. Who is Steven? Do you know who Steven is?
That's a good question. No, go ahead. Go ahead, though. You take it.
I don't know who Steven is, and I don't really care because it's a whole new game with both teams totally alive.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. On the return, here's Price. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Vikings and Justin Jefferson ready to go to work again offensively. And he has kept his pace up in the second half. His quarterback more than happy to keep throwing it his way, considering what he's been able to do with his looks all game. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Now we'll give up the middle to Jones. He finds him 6 yards on that 1st down run.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 28-yard line.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
Throwing on 3rd, McCarthy. That's caught for the 1st. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones gets it. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
A humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
1st down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Zone read, this is Jones. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Vikings, 1st down. 1st and 10.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
And they took their shots, went unsuccessful on that 1st down throw, swatted away by the defense.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Running back sent in motion left. 2nd down, McCarthy to pass. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
That was pretty cool right there. I mean, that is an underrated effort on that play from his target, hustling and bustling his way to make sure he was in the neighborhood of that throw. So the Zebras, well, they couldn't penalize the throwaway.
McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. So the heave knocked away from the intended target, and that brings up 4th down.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
The Vikings getting their punt team out. Ryan Wright's the one to send it away. The Seahawks and Sam Darnold heading out for their next shot on offense. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Darnold. This is Koch. That's Koch. Now he's past the 25. And he has this down to the 14-yard line.
It's a gain on the play of 66 yards. And the Seahawks, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Walker on 1st down. And he drives that punt backward on a gain of 4.
He was taken down at the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Darnold. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Throwing is Darnold on 3rd down. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
As I watched practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone, and defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and lead teams for field goals, you've got a great chance to win.
Tracking for it, and it's good! And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
Well, I tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Felton now to return this. He dodged the tackle. And he's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Vikings and Justin Jefferson ready to go to work again offensively. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. Here's McCarthy to throw. Throw left side, brought in by Hawkinson. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
2nd down now, they need 7. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Same guy, here's Hawkinson again. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. Give him 25 on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Markers are reset. Here we go, ball at the 44. Here's McCarthy on 1st and 10. escape. The Seahawks brought the pressure, and they got it. And their fourth sack of the game right there brings up second down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Last play sent him back across midfield here, second and long. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Hits him on the in route. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. He's back to throw. Flush down out to his left. And this nearly got there, but he hit the sideline just short. This is going to be 4th and about a yard to go.
Positive yardage is positive yardage, and he gets what he can before protecting himself and getting out of bounds. But it still leaves him a little bit short of the first on what looked like a broken play.
A lot of pressure on this kick for Will Reichert. This a 52-yard attempt from the left hash. Got all of it, and this is good! And in the 4th quarter, that's going to tie the game!
After I'd imagine dozens of kicks into that net on the sideline staying warm, Kate, he finally gets his chance to knock a field goal through the uprights, and of course, wasn't going to whiff on that opportunity.
After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. He fields it from the 8. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Seahawks are headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. They managed 3 on their last drive, but down inside the red zone, disappointing not to come away with a touchdown. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Kate, a run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Going on first. Here's Darnold. Sends this to the end zone. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner. And throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on and on.
2nd and 10. Darnold. Doesn't make the connection.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. He'll throw it. Throw came out wide as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Seahawks bring it out the punt team. Michael Dixon will kick it away.
The Vikings
The Minnesota offense ready to set up shop again. And they brought out their kicker for a field goal their last possession. This time they'll look to bring him out for an extra point instead. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. And he has them a 1st down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. 1st and 10. Here's Jones. He's caught just as he crossed the line of scrimmage. Might have picked up a yard. It's going to be 2nd down. The 45-yard line. Back to throw. Looking to his running back, incomplete. That play's going to bring up 3rd down.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Throwing now. That's caught. This is Addison. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're 1st to 3. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the 1st.
A gain of 27 on the play. 1st down, Vikings.
Sit down.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. They give to Jones, right side. And he'll only get this to the 26 before going down. Now Seattle going to call it 2nd timeout. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
The 26-yard line.
He'll look to throw it. That's caught in stride by Addison. And they got him down near the red zone at the 22.
Tell them to sit down. What?
Now the Seahawks are going to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. To throw. And they got there in time. He's taken down. And now it's 5 sacks for them in this one. Man, this defense is eating. Latest brings up 4th down.
When we think about safeties, I mean, it's just right in the name, right? The safety is the last line of protection in the passing game. We don't think of them as blitzers. But, Kate, let me tell you, for a safety blitz to get home, they got to be great disguisers. They can't show that blitz early. That safety didn't, and the quarterback took the brunt of the contact.
A lot of pressure on this kick for Will Reichert. From the right hash, it's a 47-yarder. That one is good! And they're going to take the lead inside the final minute.
You know what I love about that, Kate? He didn't shrink from the spotlight. He seized the moment, made it his own. That kick might just win them this game.
Come on, bro.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Seahawks are headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here he is to throw. And will he? No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. And that pushed the win on the road. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. The Vikings emerge as winners as we say so long from Seattle.